What up, Dokkanners? We got our very first tease for the upcoming GDC celebration, the biggest celebration in Dokkan history. And that is why 21 days in advance, basically 3 weeks in advance, they are starting to lay the framework for the upcoming celebration by giving us some teasers. It's going to become increasingly more clear. And by increasingly more clear, I mean that very loosely, because until we actually get the reveal, we won't know for sure. But there will be some theories floating around. On the first day, it's hard to pinpoint one specific theory. And I can tell you right now, just from watching these, you can't pinpoint anything. There are a few theories circling at the moment, obviously, but we're going to need at least one more before we can actually like kind of connect the dots a little bit to an extent. But let's just go ahead and watch these, and then we'll give some thoughts, and you guys can let me know in the comments what you think besides the ones that we're already talking about. So let's start by checking out this. But it's the exact same trailer on both the global and the JP Twitter, so I'm not even going to play the JP one. We got a dude at the gym. Mirroring. And then he does the pose. Oh, damn. That's it. Now, let's go ahead and rewind this and break it down piece by piece. First of all, not to sound like a hater, but I totally am. You mean, I'm all for mirroring and, you know, checking out your progress in the gym and all. But if you're going to do the pose, you don't just go into it. All right? You don't just go from this to this. That tells me this dude's a paid actor. All right? Because there's some buildup. You don't just do that. You do the Kamehameha. Or minimum, at least you wind up. Bro didn't even wind up. Bro just stood there and just go, well. So, you know, paid actor. No, but in all seriousness, he's, you know, gym culture was very much influenced by Dragon Ball. When Dragon Ball was first like brought into the Western lore, you know, it definitely influenced gym culture. Everyone talks about what, you know, when you're hitting your PR or trying to get those last few reps in there, ascending, going Super Saiyan. I mean, everyone does it, right? So this is I think the main point of this is to kind of just show everyone shares a collective love for Dragon Ball. Our hearts wherever, our hearts together, Dragon Ball. We are all Dragon Ball fans. It has touched our souls in different ways. All right, so that's pretty cool. In terms of the characters here, they show us 3. So we've got STR Blue Goku from GDC. We've got Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta from GDC. And we've got UI Goku from the 11th anniversary. And then that's it. And then we got this dude looking at the phone and, you know, cool. Our hearts together, Dokkan. And then we see a yellow glow with the text saying extraordinary campaigns begin August 29th. Now this makes you think Super Saiyan. Any Super Saiyan, but Super Saiyan, right? It's not exactly the same sort of power signature as any one specific Super Saiyan out there, but it's mainly just meant to kind of like evoke that feeling. So we're going to hold on to that thought for now. That's the first one. Let's go to the second one. Wait a minute. Hold on, I think I know that dude. I think I know that guy. Wait, what? I think I know him. Okay, all right, there you go. So this is the second one. Bro, unironically, I know that guy. Okay. So this is the second one. And this is another very relatable thing because we got a dude here who's sprinkling or, you know, putting water in his hair so that he can make his hair stand up. So it looks like he went Super Saiyan, right? And then he does the whole... Oh! Very relatable. We've all done it, right? We've all done it. Some have gone even further beyond and might have had an accident. Anyway, so he's going Super Saiyan. Is it safe to say this is a coincidence that we got him going Super Saiyan? Is he looking at the camera? And then we got Namek Goku going Super Saiyan. I'm pretty sure this is the tech free-to-play LR one that we got recently. Then we've got nope, psych. This is the physical LR Royal Blue Vegeta. And then this is the LR Int Super Saiyan 4 Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta Goku. And then that's it. And I know that guy. All right. Our hearts together, doesn't it say the same thing? Our hearts wherever, Dragon Ball. Our hearts together, Dokkan Battle. And then we go back to this. So here, I mean, I don't really know what else to say other than it's just relatable. This, to me, because we see that and then we see this, I can't help but think of Namek, right? And if we go back to this one, in terms of what happens right after he does that pose, it is a Goku doing the Kamehameha, but it's STR Blue Goku from Future Saga, from GDC, STR Blue Goku Vegeta. So this would imply future, but no, I don't know. So I don't know if we can necessarily use that as anything, but you definitely think it. All right, now let's move on to the last one. 1 day until the exam.
やべえ、青春と時の部屋来て。うわ、来て。
Okay. 1 day until the exam. We've all been there. Another very relatable moment. I wish I had more time. What's the best place to do that? I've actually had this thought, not for studying. I've had this thought, well, whenever I'm like getting desperate and I'm studying, I think of cheating. I don't think of having more time to study. When I think of using the hyperbolic time chamber, I'm just thinking of like training. Like, oh, I got a match tomorrow. Oh, I got to train. Let me go train for a year in a day or something, you know? But whatever. I mean, this is very relatable. They're 1 day before the exam. They're cramming and they need more time. So they, you know, I wish I had the hyperbolic time chamber. Man, I wish. That's it. And then, speaking of hyperbolic time chamber, we get Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. We get Beast Gohan. And then we get Majin, is that LR Majin Vegeta? Okay, so more prominent characters. LR Majin Vegeta, definitely not like major celebration unit, but still, okay. We got Beast, or we got Super Saiyan 3, we got Beast, we got Majin Vegeta, and then our hearts together, Dokkan Battle. Going back to this. So with all that we've just seen, what is the takeaway from it? Honestly, the main takeaway is the yellow glow. Super Saiyan. That's probably the closest we have to something tangible. It's honestly too early to say because you could come at this from all sorts of angles. And I'm curious what other people are going to be saying in the comments because other than that, I think the other... okay. Other than that, here's how I interpret this, assuming the triple Z arc thing, right? Assuming that, I think this would be maybe like Goku training in the ship on the way to Namek. Okay. Goku does, you know, do a lot of training in there, so that could be Namek Saga. This one could be, I don't know, maybe like just kind of symbolically representing either Vegeta's dream to go Super Saiyan, because he didn't at first, right? When Trunks showed up, he was in the Badman outfit, which honestly, this kind of makes me think of the Badman outfit. But then Trunks goes Super Saiyan, Goku goes Super Saiyan, Vegeta then goes Super Saiyan, then Gohan goes Super Saiyan. It's Super Saiyan bargain sale. So maybe that's what this is, but that's kind of a stretch, right? Especially considering the follow-up image shows that dude. And then we go over here. I mean, hyperbolic time chamber, while it does connect to Majin Buu saga, it connects more naturally to Cell arc more because that's where it was introduced. That's where it was used 3 different times. Vegeta Trunks went, actually 4 times. Vegeta Trunks went in there. Then Goku Gohan went in there. Then, is it Vegeta that went in again or was it Piccolo? One of the two. I think it was Vegeta that went in, then it was Piccolo or something like that. But that was like where we first were introduced to the very concept of the time dilation and stuff like that. So, I mean, you can say Namek, Cell, Majin Buu saga, but it might even just be Namek and Cell. Because what if at the end of the day, this ends up not being a 3-parter? Like, I think it's a safer bet to assume that it's going to be a 2-parter because that's how it's been for 11 years, right? I mean, we are thinking that it's possible. Of all the celebrations to guess that it could be, this one is the one because this one is happening sort of at the expense of the 11th anniversary because the 11th anniversary was cut short. Also because the 400 million download celebration is happening at the same time. And we've got Hironobu Kageyama, the GOAT of Dragon Ball Z, performing. Don't forget, that is a big detail I think people are forgetting. Hironobu Kageyama is going to be performing just for Dokkan, and they have already sent out applications for people to attend and be a part of the recording festivities when he does it in Japan. So a celebration of Z makes sense, but it could still very well not be that, and it could just be a 2-parter. And if it is a 2-parter, to be quite honest, I don't know if I'd want it to be more than just Namek and Cell. And here's why. Majin Buu saga, and look, I'm not trying to say, I'm not even gonna say it because I don't want y'all to think it. Throughout the year 2026, we have had 0 Namek boosts and Cell saga boosts. Daima, GT, Tournament of Power, Majin Buu, consecutive Majin Buu, by the way. Saiyan Saga, nobody cares. Battle of Gods, okay. Metal Cooler movie, Turles movie. Superhero, Daima again. There was no Namek and there was no Cell Saga. If we have part 1 be Namek Saga and we have part 2 be Cell Saga, that contextualizes all 3 of these pretty well. The first being training to while going to Namek, or it could just be Kamehameha, all the different Kamehamehas that happen. Maybe it's just like, what if it's different angles of the father-son Kamehameha? You see it from Gohan's perspective, you see it from Cell's perspective. I mean, I'm getting a little deep here, but that's all we got, right? On the first day, we can only do this. And I'm sure some of you have already gone through this thought process. So maybe this could be just Cell Saga altogether. And then going over here, again, everybody going Super Saiyan makes sense in Cell Saga. One person going Super Saiyan makes sense in Namek Saga. We only started the craze of going Super Saiyan after we saw it for the first time. So this does apply to both. This doesn't apply to Buu. And then over here, Hyperbolic Time Chamber does apply to the Buu arc, but it also more accurately applies to the Cell arc. So I'm just saying. Whatever it is, it's gonna be awesome. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm getting my hopes up because that's what I do. Y'all don't have to. But yeah, this is where I got. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Any ideas, anything you've got in terms of outside of the box thinking. Be as crazy as you want for this. Because right now, what else is there to do, right? Go ahead, be crazy. If you want to translate what these symbols are, and there could be some sort of subliminal messaging, go for it. Maybe the code behind the colors that are in the picture could mean something. We could go full new rock stars here and just like dive deep. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to do with these hints. Or you just want to wait. You might just want to. Waiting is fine too. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Let in the comments your thoughts on the theories out there. What do you guys think it's going to be? What do you want it to be versus what do you think it's going to be? When do you think the next hint is going to drop? Let me know your thoughts overall in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.